Welcome to the third edition of the Seaside Sports Guys Let's Talk Balls podcast. Sean, you still got the pen behind your ear? I want to call you
I
out.
do, yes.
All
There
right.
it is.
They hate us because they hate us. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Indianapolis. Been like
So,
Straight to
2 months ago.
Indy.
Yep.
so we've been MIA for about a month. It's been a rough couple.
Junior
Couple
Crime Month
weeks.
is not helping out.
Yeah, it's been a rough couple weeks at SHS.
Yeah.
But kind of worked out good. That was kind of a lull in the sports, like right between baseball and football. So.
Right.
Only big thing to talk about today is for NFL free agency, so we're just going to go down the line.
Most of us aren't into live tweeting spring training games.
All right, we'll get this out of the way first. Chris, big thing is Chris thinks spring training doesn't mean anything. What are your guys' thoughts?
Yeah,
Trent?
you're wrong. You're wrong, dude.
Just pick up baseball.
I mean, I guess you have to put something into it. I mean, if someone's performing well, there's not really any other way to judge.
Kung Fu
them.
Panda shows up
Like-
80 pounds overweight, and it's just him running on a treadmill and then going out and like.
I mean, what are you
swinging
gonna
for the
do?
fences.
It's either he shows up like that to spring training, or he shows up like that to the first game. I mean, we gotta.
Yeah, or you could just
we
show
gotta
up in
have-
shape, considering you're a professional athlete.
Well,
I
I
get
mean,
your
if he
thing
shows up
is
in-
like, oh, JBJ hit like 400 the spring
Yeah,
training.
Grady Sizemore. Like, do you
Yeah,
remember
Grady
your
Sizemore
face
hit it, but
with Grady
for-
Sizemore? Grady Sizemore was like the next like Willie Mays, like
Yeah,
with
that.
Tommy Dillon
If
standing
anyone
last
would
for
have
year.
thought that was gonna work as a pinhead.
For hitters, I don't think spring training means much.
Yeah,
but
and then Porcello has 0 earned runs, and you're like, oh yeah,
All right,
not impressed with his debut.
Well, he was the only one that actually watched the game. I mean, he watched the game.
like
He
just
didn't-
looking at the box score, like
Yeah.
I watched the game.
yeah.
They were hitting line drives.
No earned
right at
runs
people.
is no earned runs.
Well,
I mean, I guess.
like he's just
I didn't see
getting
this
lucky.
game.
He's just getting lucky that they're hitting lasers right at people. Like if he leaves fastballs all over the plate opening day, then he's gonna get smashed.
Let's just not be like on top of him before he hasn't even done anything yet. Like it was a spring training start. Let's see him get racked before we start like throwing unimpressed and yeah, he's a scrub like. at
Yeah,
him.
it's very hard to
Aren't
judge
you the one
someone.
that says not to be a homer? You're the one that's like, oh, we should always be criticizing our guys.
Not in pickup baseball.
Well, you're criticizing.
Where there's like
Panda.
college baseball kids playing in it that aren't gonna
Right.
make it. They're gonna be in like single A with like Henry Owens and Moncada.
He's playing like
They're
what?
nasty though. The future
Okay,
is-
well,
What
we
do you?
agree to disagree.
I guess so.
The point of this podcast is get, to run down the NFL free agency. So I got a list going here. So some notables: Graham traded to the Seahawks.
All right, we got to touch on the
That's a big one.
Instagram.
I'm just gonna run through all the ones and then we'll just pick the ones we want to talk about. So like we got Graham getting traded to the Seahawks, Revis, Cromartie, Marshall, all to the Jets. Still probably doesn't mean anything, but whatever. Eagles just blowing, like the definition of blowing it up, just Chip Kelly throwing money at anyone he wants with ridiculous payroll.
Yeah.
Signing Murray recently was the headliner. Getting Matthews from San Diego. Trading McCoy, their franchise running back, for Kiko Alonso, coming off ACL injury. Getting rid of Trent Cole. Extending Sanchez for a lot of money. And
Oh, yeah,
rumors
Macklin.
going around trying to get Mariota, and then of course Bradford coming in after they traded their starter
They got rid of
QB.
Macklin
Foles.
too.
Yep, Macklin to Kansas City.
Wait,
Um,
that deal wasn't Bradford for Foles, right?
no,
Oh,
it,
yeah.
no,
I
it
was gonna
was
say
no, it was Bradford like for Foles, like with a couple like draft picks. It was draft picks.
Yeah,
It was-
Yeah, like so.
that was straight up. Like,
that's
So the
bananas.
Eagles got so
Bananas.
yeah, talk about
yeah.
bananas.
Bananas deal. Also, a couple other good ones: Gore and Johnson to the Colts. Browner, Revis, Vereen. Hasta luego. You guys are gone. McCourty re-signed. That was about the peak. We thought Kraft was going to start spending a little bit of money, and then proved otherwise in the past few days.
Shame.
Dominican Sue, who's a
Yeah.
beast, who I wanted the Pats to get to replace Woolfork,
Yeah,
to
that's-
Miami. Haloti Ngata in Detroit. Harvin to Bills. Mike Wallace got traded to the Vikings. And Will Fork is still out there eating cheeseburgers like a pro. So those are. Anyone want to start one off? And I don't know. Anyone have a favorite out of that list?
All right, let's start with the Patriots. Do you guys think it's time to panic in New England right now?
A little bit. I mean, they're not really doing too much. I mean, they got
They have
McCourty, and
the worst defense in the AFC.
yeah, I mean, they signed that guy from Cleveland. I don't remember his name right now.
Yeah.
And
They're
they
signing
signed that,
exactly.
that other guy from Oakland or whatever.
They're
Like
signing
they're
people
like Oakland's
like-
fourth cornerback. That's gonna do it
Yeah.
for them.
The wide receiver, I do like the guy Gibbs or whatever from Miami. I think he's a good player, but still not anything, breaking the bank or anything.
Yeah, that's not gonna
Nothing
happen
crazy.
much.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm-
I don't really understand why they wouldn't try to re-sign any of these guys, especially right after they just won a Super Bowl. It seems really stupid on their part, but
Belichick, greatest coach of all time, but he loves to just, I don't know, just like prove everyone wrong. He's like, oh, you think I can win with a defense? I mean,
Yeah.
without a defense that has Rutgers cornerbacks, you think I need Revis to win? Like, that's what he like just challenges himself. He gives zero craps what other people think. He's like, I'm just gonna go and prove everyone wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
like,
doesn't
I'm
his
not-
value.
I'm not ready to panic right now, but I'm getting a little nervous. Like,
Yeah, I'm getting there.
You can't bash the Pats because they're coming off a Super Bowl, and the last time everyone in this region was on Panic City, it was after the
Oh, yeah,
KC
KC.
game, and then they just go on a tear and win it all. So it's
Right.
like
Scumbag.
we
Yeah,
haven't won,
that's the
and we
hope.
haven't won a game yet. And anyone who says they saw them winning the Super Bowl after the KC game is just a blatant, downright liar. Unless it's on Twitter, like in stone, like you're a complete liar.
I think people have a lot more of a right to be panicked now, though, than at the beginning of this season. Because, like, some of our, like, central figures to winning the Super Bowl we just let walk. So I can totally
Yeah.
understand why people would be upset right now.
Yeah, I mean, at least after Kansas City, we still had Revis and Browner. Now we don't have them, so a
Yeah.
little more panic now.
I'm more yeah, go ahead.
My feeling with Belichick, like, even if we don't have a defense, we got Rutgers out there playing every single position, and Jimmy G
Right.
quarterback. Bill Belichick's still gonna win 10
Hey,
games.
Rutgers kids are pumped right now. And anyone who thinks that Revis thing's like came to a surprise, like that's what he's done every single year. He takes the most money. Kraft doesn't like to pay a lot of money. Kraft and Belichick don't like throwing money at guys.
Yep.
So like,
for sure.
well, I thought he was gonna stay. Looking back on, it, I'm like, wow, I'm a complete idiot. Like,
Yeah.
Revis is all about the like. He does not give a crap. Like, if he stumbles upon a Super Bowl like he did last year, like he's all for it. But like that's more of a secondary thing. He's all about the brand, the Revis Island brand. I was more mad about Browner. I thought
I mean, if you're gonna let Revis go, you may as well pick up Browner's option.
Yeah,
I mean,
like-
come on.
like here's what they
Figure it
probably
out.
did. They probably
What
try.
are you gonna
I
do
think,
with all this money?
yeah, well, I think they try and get rid of Browner's contract to throw more money at Revis, but they're still probably like 20 short from the Jets' ridiculous offer. I don't think
Yeah.
the Jets' contract's a good contract though, because like he's getting up there. Once you get over 30, your speed starts to go, and he relies all on
Yeah,
speed.
but the
He's
thing
not a
is-
big dude.
The thing is, it's not like he's getting his head bashed in every single play. He's a
Yeah.
corner.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
point.
Like the
Yeah,
shell
and also,
play.
if you're the Jets, you have to somehow attract viewers since you're not going to be winning any games anyway, so
Yeah.
there for that.
So, real quick, what do you guys think? Over, under, Jets, 8 wins. I'm going under.
It's tough.
Say a push.
Right
Let's see.
now under. Right now under. I mean, there's still time for them to do something. If they
I'm gonna say a push.
figure some other
straight
things
at
out.
Yeah, Tommy, I would agree with you. I say under. I mean, obviously, I think they have a pretty nice defense right now, but their offense still is going to struggle, I think, so.
The
Yeah,
Pats.
And then
D's.
Pat.
The Pats are the worst D. Yeah, Sue and Wake in Miami, which is ridiculous.
Brent
And
Grimes.
got a nice pass rush in Buffalo, and then the Jets have a ridiculous rush, and now they have Cromartie and Revis back.
Their
You
defense
know,
is real good.
They got the defensive
Very
coordinator from Arizona too.
yeah, Rex must be pissed right now. It's like, oh, now you guys are finishing.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
okay, now you guys are trying to get a defense together.
Yeah.
Okay, I see how it is.
Jets.
Yeah,
Classic Jets.
And then Pats over under 10 wins. Go. I'm going over.
Over. I mean,
AFC East is the AFC East. They're gonna go over.
Yeah.
over.
It doesn't mean they're going out the first round, but they're going over.
Yeah, I'd say over. 11-12, something like that.
If the Jets can just get a semi like quarterback that knows what he's doing, like that's a huge if. But like if they can just get a quarterback, they have Brandon Marshall.
Yeah, Brandon Marshall's pretty good.
Brandon Marshall's going to be great for the first couple of years.
The
He's still in
Bills.
his prime. He's a
The Bills, if
from.
they can get a decent quarterback,
Yeah,
they're
Bills are pretty
surprise
sneaky over
people
there.
with Sammy Watkins
I really like Sammy Watkins.
and what Wallace that just went to the Bills, right?
Percy
No.
Harvin. Percy Harvin.
Percy Harvin.
Like, that's a pretty
LaShawn
damn
McCoy,
good wide receiver.
Like, look out. You got
Yeah.
LaShawn McCoy there. Who knows?
Like, they just need a quarterback.
I think the Bills and Jets will split. Bills and Jets will split with New England this year. I think they'll beat Miami and Buffalo straight out. So
Yeah.
What?
If
I mean, not the Bill. You know what I mean. I think the Bills will split and the Jets will split, but I think they'll sweep Miami.
All right. So let's go into the Jimmy Graham trade. Obviously, they're pretty pissed off about it. Graham's Twitter bio is now just rated, and then Drew Brees posts the weirdest Instagram of all time of his
That's amazing.
kid. It's his kid in a Jimmy Graham jersey, just bawling his eyes out. I don't even think he put a caption on it. What do you guys think?
Drew
That's
Brees just
weird.
has to chill out. Like the guy's gone. Like I think that was Drew Brees. Like Drew Brees punched or just got his kid to cry to represent what Drew Brees is feeling like. Because Drew Brees is just done. Like the Saints are done.
Yeah, he was probably bawling his eyes out too. So.
Yeah, I think Drew Brees might have called Jake Peterson to assist in making his kid cry.
Oh no, stop. Hey, man.
That's where I was going. I didn't know if that was
But, no, seriously, if I just lost my number one target, I would be upset too. I'm not sure if
Yeah,
It's the Saints too. You have to score 500 points to win a game.
well, they got Browner.
Yeah.
Drew Brees
Okay.
is not like an outspoken.
Runner than Akron. I'm telling you that.
Yeah,
He's
that's
not an outspoken guy, so he must. It takes a lot to have him say something like
How
that.
old is his kid?
Probably
four.
was real young.
Yeah. Yeah. No way. His kid knows what the heck
Yeah,
is
no
going
way he
Yeah, no,
knows what football is.
Yeah. Took away his Legos or something, and he started
on.
crying.
Yeah. That's what Breeze probably took away his Legos, and he started crying. He's like, okay, I'm gonna try and make this look like Jimmy Graham.
Yeah. Right.
Breeze.
Yeah.
Alright.
Jimmy Graham will be
One
fine.
good year. That dude's so overrated.
Jimmy Graham's gonna be fine. I mean, Russell Wilson, you got a decent.
Seahawks.
He's gonna be fine.
Seahawks were the favorite to win it, after the Super Bowl for next year. I think they're without a doubt a favorite now.
Yeah, they got.
Luke Wilson to Jimmy Graham is an extreme upgrade.
What do
They
you
also
really
lost
bad.
Chris Matthews to the Eagles.
guys think with the Eagles pickups they can challenge the Seahawks in the NFC now? They
Maybe.
legit.
I mean, I don't know if Sam Bradford's gonna be able to make it through the
Kind
first
of like
preseason game.
deja vu from a couple years ago when they had the best team on paper with Asamoah and all those guys, and then they won 8-8. So
Vince Young backing up Michael Vick. That was
yeah,
dynamic duo right there.
Yeah, I think the Eagles
TBT to Vince Young,
Greatest Madden quarterbacks of all time.
one of the greatest college quarterbacks.
And what else? Did we go through the entire list? Did you go through that?
I read through this. What do you guys think about the Eagles trying to trade? The rumor is now that Locker's retired for Tennessee. The Eagles are going to try and trade either Bradford to the Titans for the move up and get Mariota.
Oh yeah, I definitely
I would do that if I was the Titans.
that.
Well,
the
probably
reason-
they're going to have to throw more into it, probably
Yeah.
picks and stuff.
Yeah, that would be the only reason the Bradford deal makes sense because besides
You're
that,
you're so all in right now. You just got to go. You're so far. There's no way you can go conservative right now. You just got to go all in.
Yeah, I mean, if they can do it, that would be great. I feel like Chip Kelly and Mariota could do some
I
damage.
can't wait to see this blow up in their face. There's
Yeah.
no way. I don't see it working. They got rid of Deshaun Jackson, McCoy, and Macklin.
In 2 years.
And then they're like, oh, Deshaun Jackson's affiliated with gangs. Okay, who cares? He's
It's the NFL.
100 he hasn't got caught. He hasn't got caught like Hernandez yet. So and he's put up 100 yards a game. The dude is probably arguably the most dynamic receiver that can go off at moments notice. getting rid of him, getting rid of McCoy, who has, over the past 4 years, better numbers than DeMarco Murray. I just don't get it. The thing that makes sense in that deal is that they're trying to get Buffalo to eat McCoy's contract, but then they turn around and sign an expensive deal with Murray, so it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
But they get Kiko Alonso, who, when healthy, is a beast.
Yeah, we'll see if he can get healthy again. That's always a question, but he'll probably be fine.
Let's talk about Sue a little bit now.
Donkey Kong.
I'm fine with it as long as if he's stomping on Brady. Yeah, he might get kicked out of the league.
I'll drive to Miami myself.
Do you think, like, is he up there with the biggest scumbags in sports?
Nah, I think he's matured over the past 3 years.
No, I think he's the one.
He's the one?
Yeah.
Nah, he hasn't killed. He's no Ray Lewis. He's not.
Well, I mean, Ray Lewis, I don't know. Donkey
Killed
Kong
somebody.
stomping
Lewis,
on Aaron Rodgers twice on his broken leg or whatever.
I don't know. I don't think he's the. I think the media kind of gets on him.
I'd say
Yeah, he stomped on a guy.
Sue and LeBron are my
Stomped on
top
a few guys.
hated athletes of all time. Just LeBron because he's LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron's just.
Come on. So you hate Sue almost as much as you hate LeBron.
I hate Sue way more than I hate LeBron.
Yeah.
Just like a
Stepping on people.
scumbag.
LeBron doesn't step.
He hasn't
on
done
people.
anything to the Patriots. That doesn't make who cares?
Because he doesn't
Like,
play Patriots. How many
So
times?
someone
Yeah,
the
he
line?
played the Patriots like.
So
twice.
someone bombs like another country, and then like the U.S. is like, oh well, yeah, it doesn't make any
That
sense.
is a horrible
You're messing with
analogy.
the
I
US
don't know
right now,
where you're
dude?
going with that, Chris.
No,
It just doesn't make any sense. Like you get like mind your own business.
Your
Like,
analogies.
Yeah, I just don't
mind your own
like it.
business.
He steps on people with cleats and makes them bleed. It kind of ticks me off.
Yeah.
At least he didn't turn his back on them.
Hey, gotta stop Andrew Rogers somehow. The dude's the best player in the league.
He already was like playing on one leg, so then Sue just like stepped on both of them. He's like, I
It's
can't
fun to
remember which
make
one
sure.
it was. I'll just step on both his legs.
Yeah, exactly. It's a power move.
Yeah, it didn't get them.
I mean, if you ain't cheating, you're not. If you ain't cheating, you're not trying, right, Chris?
Exactly.
Is that the motto?
I don't know. Cheating and doing like scumbag moves is, I don't know. There's a fine line. You
Yeah,
gotta
I
walk.
don't know if I'd call that cheating. I mean, he was just
Yeah.
kind of being a
Yeah,
jerk.
cheap stuff after the whistle and the ref doesn't see it. Totally legal.
Yeah, it's legal. It's just
Only
If
legal.
you get caught, then if you get caught, you get punished for it.
yeah, Donkey Kong. I don't like him.
Yeah, neither do I. Anything else? I don't.
What else we
Yeah,
got?
we got
Going down the list, I don't really have much to say.
Does
about
anyone does anyone think the Patriots are really in like jeopardy for the AFC East? Like, is anyone really that close, or is this just everyone's overreacting? Like the Patriots are standing still, but we're still like miles ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean, not at this point. As long as Belichick's coaching here and you got the other coaches doing
yeah.
whatever they're doing, I think Belichick's going to win out that every time. So, I mean, I
Like,
still
I
got
think,
the Patriots in the AFC East.
yeah, same here. I think if anyone's gonna challenge them, it's gonna be Miami. Just that defense with Sue is just gonna be so unreal. And Tannehill is not bad at all. Like wasn't he my first?
Your
fan?
number one fantasy quarterback?
Yeah,
Oh,
like the 20th round.
Yeah, I had him at the end. He was a very good quarterback at the end for me, but yeah.
With that game in London, him and what's his name just went off.
Wallace or the running back,
Running back, what was his name?
Lamar something.
Lamar Miller.
Lamar Miller.
Him and Lamar Miller got me like 50 points combined, so I like Tannehill. He's gonna be my fantasy QB again this year.
They don't have what's it, Wallace anymore, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Wallace.
that's a
Who's
big
that guy
blow, I
they got?
think.
They got Stills or something from New Orleans.
Oh, they did get Stills. You're right.
Stills.
They lost
Pretty good.
Wallace and Gibbs, their top. Oh, and Hartline.
Oh, they did lose Hartline. I forgot
Yeah,
about that.
those are three huge blows.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pat's got to get Wilfork back. I'm pro Wilfork.
I hope so.
Let the big man eat.
How are you? Aren't you always bashing on Will Fork?
I think he's overpaid, but now like who are you gonna sign? Like I was against Wilfork when Nada, Sue, and all of them were on the market. Now they're all off the market, so it's like you got to get someone. Like I don't know if Rutgers does the tackles, but if they do, like I guess like
I mean, you got Dominic
That's
Easley
a-
still.
that's a
I don't know. Is Dominic Easley still alive, or does he still tear his ACL?
nah,
He might be all right.
yeah,
First round pick right there.
They gotta get someone, but I find it hard to believe that they're gonna get Wilfork after letting him go. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd rather.
yeah they did last year though.
To get a defensive back. That's I think their first problem.
Yeah.
As far as who are your corners now, like whoever that guy from Oakland,
Malcolm
we got, Malcolm
Yeah,
Butler.
everyone has to chill out with I want Malcolm Butler. He made 3 plays, maybe
Yeah,
arguably
Butler
the
did
3
it.
biggest plays of all time.
All right, fine.
He's like a practice squad player. Like let's like jam the
He
like,
wasn't.
not even
he was-
pumping. We're jamming the brakes right now.
Yeah.
He wasn't
No.
even supposed, like he barely got subbed in at the last minute on that play.
Yeah, if Arrington, whoever the hell was on,
Yeah, it was
that guy that had like 150 yards, like if that guy wasn't getting torched and they didn't have to move Bronner over, like never would have sniffed the field.
Yeah. Which is also
Just goes to show you, Arrington.
Arrington is now what their number 1 corner, and he was getting.
Yeah, is Alonzo Dennard still alive or is he still in jail?
I don't know. I haven't heard of him since like 2011. So.
Nebraska jail.
Oh yeah, is that what it is?
Probably not a fun place.
Yeah.
It's like it's up there with Florida. You got the.
I'm not getting into this debate.
Yeah, that's
Very,
right.
very true.
Dude,
We'll see the film.
Nebraska jail would be way worse because all they have up there is like corn. They just like went
Yeah.
to the
So,
corn.
like, get out on the field
Like
and
if
pick
you
our
murder
clothes.
someone with a corn cob, like you have to be a stone cold killer. Like do
Yeah, I bet
they
he
have
knows how to do
do
that.
they even have guns up there?
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
they have a lot.
Nebraska.
They have tractors. They
When
get rid of
when
by
they
a tractor.
come to eat their corn, that's what happens. They bring their guns out. Yeah.
just dropping the inside on the corn.
Yeah. Oh, I know all about the corn.
Okay.
All right, I think we covered it all. Signing off.
All we got. Beautiful.